Internazionali Italia Series Round 3 2022. We are in Elba Island. This beautiful place is in Tuscany. We've been to Veneto, we've been to Trentino Alto Adige, and now we move south a little bit just to go and watch a different place, different spot, different weather we're gonna see. Because after what we've seen in San Zeno di Montagna and now the sun is shining, the seaside is right there, looking for some serious action.
15 secondo di fare, 15 secondi.
You might not wanna get close. We a little wild war, covered in tattoos. Run it up, taking all the views. Stepping on place, feeling the fear. I know you feeling it in the air. Whole squad wearing all black. Motivation's looking real bad. We take a peek inside the darkness. Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming.
Elba Island is in Tuscany. It's a little island though, but so beautiful. First of all, seaside is all over the place, as you can imagine, but the history of this place, the spot is so amazing. Capoliveri, it is on the other side of Portoferraio, where usually you land with the boat. And what can we see? Here, cycling is nothing new for the local, because we've seen Marathon World Championship, we've seen so many races. Last year has been round 1 of the Internazionali Italia Series, and what a race for the first time. We've seen super technical, dusty, loose and a new school course that we're gonna see right now.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Internazionali Italia Series 2022. We are in Capoliveri, Isola d'Elba. This is such a great track. Come with me and join the course. Okay, feet in Texan. This is gonna be a very hot course, so drink some water and mineral salts is so key. Perhaps get a bottle and get in the gas. Down Il Ponte di Ferro, this is such a key spot for this race because you jump into the blue, into the water in probably the longest descent of the whole race. It's not too technical, there's quite some little jumps and stuff. A few corners with some berms. Just watch out because it's slippery. If you come here as a fan, this is a must watch. Steep section after a couple of good switchback. Here you start to feel the pain on your legs, but it's still doable. Okay, bike park Cotanere. This is the section which is actually at the top part of the course. A few logs, like artificial logs, just put down in a way which is a little bit more technical, but it's not too bad. You just need to lift the brakes, let it roll, and just go over these logs. Now, 2 sections, double ways in the left corner that push you to the middle section of the course. Rocky Carpet Le Mazzare. This is a new section just on the side of the old canyon, and as you can see, there's like a rocky garden really, which is nothing too difficult, but you have to keep your line, keep the speed, and just get into the corner right before the middle section of the course. Last but not least section of the course is so steep, climbing up the hill before this technical section. Once you are at the top, this is a very technical section indeed, because last year has been a very challenging situation. A drop into this steep chute and the last part, which is a rocky garden, and everyone is here watching. This is going to be key to come at the top, breathe in and just come down before this finish line. Last beat of the Internazionali Italia series. The track is so sick, I got so hyped from this. Follow us for race day. Cheers.
Il terreno è sempre un po' scivoloso per via di questa polvere spessa che si crea in superficie. Troviamo un po' di passaggi tecnici come qualche drop, qualche rock garden. È importante che ci siano perché ormai in Coppa poi si trovano sempre, quindi quello che serve ai ragazzi è averle regolarmente queste cose.
Sì, il percorso è stato rivisto, sono state aggiunte delle sezioni un po' più tecniche, quindi i tronchi, delle sponde, dei bei passaggi. E ormai sono 3 giorni che ci giro e quindi mi sto divertendo veramente tantissimo. E poi le altre parti un po' più difficili, diciamo il salto, il rock garden, così è rimasto tutto come l'edizione precedente.
Sì, chiaramente qui quello che c'è da mettere in chiaro è che devono avere comunque un buon grip, perché comunque il terreno è molto viscido, quindi ci vuole un giusto compromesso tra una buona sensibilità di partenza che ti permette di avere un buon grip in tutte le condizioni, anche per la salita, sui punti quelli in realtà più impervi, che comunque anche sul posteriore, no, devono scaricare i watt, no? E allo stesso tempo anche avere un buon sostegno per il fine corsa. È bene magari tenere in questo caso un posteriore con un filo più di sag, no, per farla stare un pelo più seduta e alzare un pochino la pressione della forcella in modo che questi punti qua non vadano in difficoltà.
Allora, per quanto riguarda le scelte tecniche, sai, qui è molto un fattore personale. Diciamo che la maggior parte stanno usando come corona un 36 denti, poi con la nostra rapportatura 1051. Per quanto riguarda il discorso sabbia, sporco, questo sì, incide tantissimo. Più che altro per quanto riguarda la trasmissione, che è veramente messa in crisi, perché la sabbia è secondo me peggiore del fango, perché va proprio a limare il prodotto.
Ma sicuramente la gamba è buona, bisognerà vedere se sono riuscito a recuperare un po' il fuso e un po' di fatiche dei viaggi, però le sensazioni sono buone, dai.
Dai, vediamo domani quale sarà la condizione.
Domani vedremo come andrà, però diciamo che sono abbastanza ottimista. It's lovely, so I'm enjoying my time on the island.
Sicuramente sarà una gara dura con degli strappi corti, quindi sarà importante cercare di mantenere l'energia anche per l'ultimo giro.
It's race time for the juniors. 6 laps plus a start loop is the menu of today. They're warming up on the rollers, but the sun is shining and the weather is absolutely beautiful, so all is set from the start. And here we go. Start loop a bit wider. It's a kind of a gravel road up the hill, so everyone can play his cards. But look at Carlo Cortesi from KTM is pushing from lap 1 on Marco Aurelio, the leader of the Internazionali Italia series, on his Scott bike, and Yannick Bins, this Swiss rider, to me looked so composed and strong from lap 1, so he was riding really smart. But in the game as well, Fabio Bassignana, Drinks Factory Racing, and Matteo Ceschin. These 5 riders pretty much battled through the whole race because climbs were short and punchy. Look at the power from Marco Aurelio. Tried to escape, but nothing they can do to make a gap. Here's some style in this nice section above the seaside. It came down pretty much on the last lap because as I said, it was dusty, fast and loose. And here we go, last descent. It was a sprint finish between Yannick Bins and Marco Aurelio, and is the Swiss rider that wins in front of the Italian on his Scott bike. So very happy Swiss. Let's hear from him on the mic.
Yeah, the pace was from the beginning really hard, and I must keep it a little bit slower to have energy on the last lap, and it goes on. I'm really happy to win here.
And now, after round 1 and 2, the leader of the Internazionali Italia Series 2022 is Giada Speccia, international U23 champion here, Sara Cortinovis. The girls will be racing on 7 laps, so a little bit of a longer race. We have some of the races that came back from Brazil after round 1 of the World Cup. And Jenny Risfeld, what a name we have now at the start line of the Internazionali Italia series here in Capoliveri. Jenny is the Olympic champion 2016 in Rio de Janeiro. I'm sorry, but we have no Martina Berta at the start line because she had a little bit of an injury yesterday in practice, but Greta Seiwald will be at the start from Santa Cruz FSCA team. Here we are. It's go time for the girls. Start loop is always super fast as we see the girls coming up this gravel fast climb, which is the same for juniors, elite women and elite men. And it's Eva Lechner up in the front, the Italian cyclocross and mountain bike star. Knows how to ride fast and start fast. But look at number 1, Jenny Risfeld. After 2016 winning gold at the Olympics, she had some troubles going back and forth for the best shape, but over the last 2 years we've seen Jenny really coming back strong and up on the podium at the World Cup. So she's back, and she decided to start her season here. So Lechner raced in Brazil, not the best result for her, but we're sure she's going to be back on track, back on speed, where Risfeld, she decided not to go to Brazil in order to prepare the season in a different way. And look at the speed, look at her, but look at Chiara Teocchi. She didn't have the best start of the season, really, due to an injury, but now back on track, back on speed. Look at the power, look at her little specialized bike up in the front pushing. She knows how to ride fast, she knows how to ride technically and strongly. She's determined, and look at this, she is pushing the Olympic champion. But we don't have to forget Giada Speccia. She is the leader of the Internazionali d'Italia series. She's young and super fast. And after lap 3, it's Teocchi, Risfeld and Speccia up in the front. A little bit backwards, the racer from Santa Cruz FSCA, Greta Seiwald. And she had a good start, but she couldn't hold on the pace. Look at these two girls. They are really going fast because Speccia cannot hold the climb speed, which is weird because she knows how to ride fast up the hill. But again, altogether, Giada Speccia riding really smart because she knows she doesn't have probably the speed of the feeling for the good result, even though in Brazil she was super fast. But dusty and steep. This section, I promise, I've been on course, and this section is so steep, as well as the rock gardens, which was the highlight for sure of the 2021 race here in Capoliveri. We'll remember you that this is the second year we are back in Capoliveri in Isola d'Elba for the Internazionali Italia series. But look at the view, this is absolutely breathtaking. So Teocchi, then Risfeld, and then Giada Speccia. Still a little girl from Bergamo pushing up front. Here we are at the new rock garden section, and Eva Lechner, a little bit of a struggle for her. Also in Brazil, she said she didn't feel that good, but so many riders have issues nowadays with the breathing problem and all that stuff. But now it's time to push, and Risfeld just made the gap with Giada Speccia and Chiara Teocchi. A bit struggling at the moment is lap 5 on 6. Let's see how they roll through these logs. It looks easy, but I promise it's not. And their heartbeats are so high, 180, 185, 190 for some of the young guns, and they have to ride down this technical feature all over the place. Nice, this berm for Greta Seivelt, and again the rocky garden for Jenny Roosevelt, chased by Giada Specia on her wheeler bike. Last lap, it's Suono della Campana, as we say in Italian, and Roosevelt still leading and pushing. She kind of made a smart race because she knew last lap would have been so key, and at the Rock Garden she is the winner from Sweden. Jenny Roosevelt, number 1 on her bike and number 1 of the ranking after the race. In second place we see Giada Specia, leader of the Internazionali d'Italia series. What a race, what a season so far for her. And let's see who comes back in third. Look at Chiara Tiacchi, she must be really happy with her results. So big cheers to Chiara. Let's see what the girls have to say on our mic. Great racing on the girls.
It went well. It was a very hard race. The two other girls that were in the front were racing super hard, and I had to go very hard to stay together with them.
È stata una gara molto dura e si è formato quasi subito un bel gruppetto e abbiamo cercato comunque di mantenere il distacco dal gruppetto dietro, però abbiamo tenuto sempre un passo molto forte, quindi è stata sicuramente una gara durissima.
Per me oggi è sinceramente come aver vinto, perché dopo l'infortunio di febbraio, dove mi sono rotto un legamento della caviglia, mi sono dovuta fermare per 20 giorni, sono ripartita praticamente da zero. Sinceramente non credevo di andare così oggi. Forse mi sentivo bene, quindi ho un po' esagerato all'inizio, infatti gli ultimi 2 giri ho sofferto un po' di crampi.
Will we see a different winner on round 3 of the Internazionali d'Italia Series 2022? After Lars Foster and Nadir Koledani in the terrible weather of Nals, we have sun back shining and a new race, a new competition, and maybe a new winner at the start line. Braido Luca, top 10 in the first World Cup in Brazil, and Koledani, then Frischnet, and some of the big young guns we have in Italy at the moment. It's start loop time, so let's get in the gas and see who comes on top. It's Luca Braidot coming on the first real corner up the hill and pushing from beginning on, followed by his brother, his twin Daniele Braidot, and Avondetto and Vittone, all the young guns, and Nadir Koledani. We didn't see really at the top from beginning on Gioele Bertolini from Drinks Factory Racing, the leader of the Internazionali d'Italia series. Didn't have the best start after being strong in Brazil. Here a quick shot of Andrew Frischnet, but Braido, what a start! He was really in control of the race. Here is Avondetto, the young gun from Wheeler Pirelli. He tried really hard to chase, to follow Luca Braidot, but look at the difference between Luca and the rider from Wheeler Pirelli. I mean, the young gun, he was pushing flat out, where Luca was kind of cruising in a good speed here, putting down some style on one of the jump of the track, so kind of controlling the race. But look at the young gun. I mean, Avondetto is pushing strong and fast. He dropped Nadir Koledani, the national elite champion, but nothing you can do today against Luca Braidot. The shape he's having at the moment is really good, but Avondetto, the speed, the style, the speed he has down the hill is impressive here. Anton Sitzer from Orbea Factory Racing Team, lap 3 of 7, and it's Braido, Avondetto and Koledani 1, 2, 3, we didn't see as well many shots of Filippo Fontana, the leader of the U23 category, which is also really close with Gioele Bertolini for the overall lead. But the race is in between these two. Avondetto is still pretty close. We've seen on the last passage on the finish line, he was still kind of in touch with Bridot back and forth. But as we told you, Bridot was kind of controlling the race. And for position 3, it was a battle between Frischnet and Nadir Koledani, which, as I said, after winning in Nals, he didn't have a great race in Brazil, Petropolis, for the World Cup round number 1, but we know the national champ will be back strong for Albstadt because he is capable. He is Mirko Tabacchi, quick shot from him. But again, on the most technical section of the course, the Rock Garden, which had some good passage and some crashes, but still one of the favorite part of the race, and everyone was there watching what the guys were capable of, but still pretty close between Avondetto and Bridot. The young gun didn't lose a thing until this happened. It was a flat tire from Avondetto, which had to change tire. He had also a right shoulder a bit dusty, and it means he went down hard, but he's back. But in second position at the moment, Nadir Koledani, which he's riding smart and is still pretty close on Bridot. And look at Avondetto, he started back in the 4th-5th position, and he could chase straight away Frischnet, and they're battling for the 3rd position, but there's nothing anymore you can do against these two. These two are, I believe, the strongest name we have in Italy at the moment. We know Kirsch-Baumann is capable of doing great things, but after a tough beginning of the season, look at Filippo Fontana finally in the shot, in the frame. After battling a bit with his shape and speed, he didn't show up here in Capoliveri, but we know he'll be back at the Internazionali Italia Series. So coming to the last lap, and it's 1, 2, 3. Avondetto could drop a little bit. Frischnet, the only rider of the Scott Factory team in this race in Capoliveri. But what a race, what a speed. Big cheers to Luca Bridot that really dominated the race with his Santa Cruz FSA team. And it's Bridot on Koledani and Avondetto. All the 3 riders are super happy. Luca for winning, Koledani after a tough Brazil race, and Avondetto, strong young gun, could deliver another top race. Luca Bridot, Nadir Koledani, Simone Avondetto, Andrew Frischnet and Filippo Fontana in 5th. Just 1 minute 47 behind Luca Bridot, so he must have gained so many points in the U23.
Sì, la condizione non è male. Oggi sono partito subito forte e ho visto che Simone comunque non perdeva, ho dovuto controllare e dopo lui ha fatto un piccolo errore, quindi dai, sono stato un po' fortunato lì, però dai, stavo bene e sentivo tutto insomma un po' sotto controllo comunque.
Oggi dai, bene, mi sono sorpreso. Sono partito un po' con calma perché prima della partenza ho avuto un problema e non sapevo se potevo fare tutta la gara o no, come si comportava la bici. Però poi riuscivo a gestirlo e quindi ho fatto il mio ritmo, mi sentivo bene in salita, andavo penso bene. E niente, faccio i complimenti a Luca per la vittoria e ho visto che Simone ha bucato, quindi io ero in monta e insomma un po' di sfortuna, però io stavo bene. Qui è un percorso anche bello veloce, quindi sono contento della prestazione.
Luca è andato via subito al giro di lancio, poi ho provato a inseguire, non sono mai riuscito a chiudere, siamo sempre rimasti lì. Pian pianino il suo gap aumentava, però vabbè dai, alla fine ho salvato il 3° posto, quindi va bene così.
Overall results, so ranking on next, so let's see, Jetta Special 190 points. 45 points ahead of Eva Lechner and Giorgia Marquette in 4th. Chiara Teocchi, let's see in the men. Bridot Luca is the new leader with the same points of Nadir Koledani, 140, third Filippo Fontana. So big cheers from Elba Island. We look forward to see you in the next race, and great racing again, great sport. We look forward to see you again for round 4 of the Internazionali Italia Series 2022.